he couldn't have been better. His package was where it should have been. A little sus.
A little sus. Greg was checking out his package.
Yeah, I checked out the package. It was exactly where I wanted it to be. He brought it. He brought it. And so the results of the Classic Physique Finals, including the debut of Sam Sulek. And so again, reporting from the couch, this is what I do. I go to the show, I come back, and I'm giving you the full breakdown of what I saw. And so let's start it off with Sam Sulek. Well, Sam Sulek, he brought it yet again. I do believe his posing had improved a little bit more. And when they called the competitors out, remember, Sam was in the second call out. He was again in the same call out. And what he's hoping for is to not move out to the ends. 6 competitors, Sam was placed inside, meaning he's not fighting for 9th and he's not fighting for 10th. And so Sam, based on what I'm seeing, is going to finish in 8th place. Now, one of the competitors who was on the side of Sam Sulek, they actually moved him to the inside. And so perhaps he was fighting for 9th or 10th place in the pre-judging, but in the finals, he appeared to leapfrog and be jumping for 8th or 9th place. And so essentially, Sam is going to continue to hold his position in 8th place, and I do believe deservedly so. Now, in case you're wondering, what does the future hold for Sam? I mean, he's competing in 3 weeks. What could he do? Well, he can't really do anything. Unless Sam can magically put on perhaps 5 to 7 pounds more muscle in 3 weeks, he can improve on his placings. He could, of course, improve on his posing. He could flex a little bit better. But the quality of his physique, it's not that of a top 5 Arnold Classic or Mr. Olympia competitor. We saw him standing next to Wesley Vizers, who, spoiler alert, he did in fact take home the victory. I believe he was the best competitor in the pre-judging. And in the finals, he improved the color of his tan, and I do believe that that solidified his placings. Now, if he were to compete in 3 more weeks, I do believe that Wesley Vizers could prove a little bit more. He has all the size. He's so much bigger than everyone else, and so why not get even sharper? And so if I were coaching Wesley, I would say, I want you to compete a bit 3 pounds lighter than you did at the Arnold Classic here in the United States. A little bit drier, a little bit more shredded. Don't try to over-carb and compete bone dry. And so we had great, amazing seats sitting right behind Ramon, Dino with his fans from Brazil. And so we had them cheering in Portuguese, and so it was a lively crowd, a lot of entertainment, seeing who was going to come out on top. Was it going to be Wesley? Was it going to be another Brazilian superstar guy who looks like Sebum, bro with the mustache? Now, the guy who won the best poser, the Italian, what was this guy's name? And so Mamoli, he has an amazing physique, and obviously winning the best poser, an amazing posing routine. And so he came in 3rd place. I literally had it exactly as I was seeing it. And so in 4th place, who was in the first 4 in the call out, was Camp's Angel. He looked amazing. I saw no flaws in this guy's physique. He simply just wasn't quite as good as the top 3. I mean, sometimes that's how it works. He couldn't have brought it. He couldn't have been better. His package was where it should have been. A little sus.
A little sus. Greg was checking out his package.
Yeah, I checked out the package. It was exactly where I wanted it to be. He brought it. He brought it. And so Mamoli, crazy quads, amazing looking physique. And on his own, I'm like, man, look how big this guy is. But then when you see him next to Wesley Vizers and Menegatti, you're like, how are people that much bigger? It's like, it's insane. Especially from the back, Wesley Vizers' back and Menegatti, their backs are gargantuan. It's like, how is that guy's back so much bigger than his when his is already insane. I think what they need to do is have myself come out and pose with these guys so that they can see what a normal sized kind of bodybuilder guy looks like, so that you can truly appreciate how good these guys are. Or just bring out some average gym goer, like a normal guy, and say, this is a 200-pound man, and I want you to see how much bigger and better this guy is in comparison to that guy. Because I'm at 8.5% body fat, I'm pretty shredded, I look pretty good, I have a lot of muscle, and if I stood on stage, you'd be like, who's the fat guy with no muscle? Because in comparison to these guys, they look so crazy, it doesn't make sense. And so in third place, especially when he did this, the front lat spread, it's like his clavicles grew. I'm like, this guy was like clavicular. Was he smashing his shoulder blades like this all year and somehow it grew 4 inches? Because it's like this wide. It's like, they look decent, and then they do this, and then it's like, poof. I'm like, how is that even possible? And so, bam, it looks crazy, and so he got in third place. Now, there was a poll to see who people thought was going to win. Was it going to be Menegate, who had more shreds than even Wesley Vizers, or Wesley Vizers, who, he looks like Lou Ferrigno, he's so huge. Yeah. And so online poll had 80% thinking Wesley was going to win and 20% Menegate. Now, looking in front, Ramon, Dino, and his friends were cheering for sometimes the Menegate, also cheering for Wesley. They were cheering for everyone. They were happy to root and see that everyone was doing at their best. And so I think Menegate is also from Brazil.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. I believe he's from Brazil, and I believe that the Ramon Dino crew was cheering for him and hoping he would win, but also hoping for Wesley Vizers because, hey, everyone's cheering for everyone. There's like, may the best man win, or woman of its wellness, and so on. But when the dust settled, Wesley Vizers just had too much muscle to overlook. Wesley was perhaps 1% off, but 1% off Wesley is friggin' damn good. And so, what a great story. Wesley Vizers had won the Arnold Classic, and then after that, he dropped his placing significantly. I think he was around 8th place at the Olympia, and everyone was thinking he's going to be the replacement of Sebum, the heir to the throne, but it ended up being Ramon Dino. But now that Wesley Vizers has now cemented himself in history, 2-time Arnold Classic champion, could he unthrone Ramon Dino? What do you think? No, he couldn't do it. He looked amazing, but if Ramon Dino, who's sitting in front of us, if he just gets a bit leaner and he makes that freaking weight class, there's no stopping him, because how can a person be that big and have that kind of shape and not win? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And so if Ramon Dino is good enough to defeat Mike Somerfeld, then I can't see Wesley Vizers beating Ramon Dino. Now, could Wesley Vizers get second at the Olympia? I absolutely think so. But I don't see anyone beating Ramon Dino
Anytime soon.
She's saying anytime soon, but I'm saying Mike Somerfeld. I think it's possible that Mike Somerfeld could still beat Ramon Dino. If Mike Somerfeld can figure out that his height isn't going to get any taller, and that he can lose a little bit of muscle. Now, this is what I would doing if I was coaching Mike Somerfeld. If I was, what's his coach name? The guy that was coaching Dura. Oh, Neil Hill. If I'm Neil Hill and I'm coaching Mike Somerfeld, I'm lowering his doses. Whatever, I don't care what his dose, 100 milligrams, 200 milligrams, 1,000 milligrams, 10,000. Lower by 20%. Lose some of those muscles, get a little bit smaller, and just friggin' get shredded to the bone. Bone drive, I don't care if he gets on Retta or a GLP-1 or a Zepic. Perhaps he can go to Algor-X and order some GLPs, make sure he's not hungry, and just starve Max and get shredded and make the weight class. This is what needs to happen. If he can make the weight class and be just bone dry, peeled, he's the only one that has a chance to defeat Ramon Dino. Now, we will see if it's going to happen. I think that it's possible. I think that either of these men could win, but I don't think anyone is quite at their level. And so Wesley Vizers is the Arnold Classic champion for the second time. I can't wait to see who's competing at the next Arnold's in 3 weeks. Both myself and Mepsigram are going to be traveling to Birmingham, to UK for the Arnold Classic in this country. It's in 3 weeks. And so we're excited. And so hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you enjoyed Sam Sulick's debut. Sam Sulick was also going to be competing in 3 weeks, but honestly, he can just bring the same package in 3 weeks unless he adds in some Turk Max. We can't really expect to see any improvements. Now, if you're interested in Turk Builder Max, use code UNEMPLOYED if you're unemployed for 20% off. If you're employed, none of you are unemployed. Code Greg for 15% off. I mean, well, it is the weekend. Some people that watch my videos on the weekend, you're actually employed. If it's during the week, of course, it's code unemployed for 20% off. You can get the Turk Platinum, the Turk Builder Max. You can get the G Test. You can get the Delta Sleep. You can get all the different supplements. GO2 Max, I would highly recommend that one as well for cardio improvements and so on. Yeah. That's it. That's it. The show is done. Hopefully you enjoyed all these, hopefully you enjoyed my, what is it called? Hopefully you enjoyed my breakdown of the competition, that you've enjoyed everything. Hopefully I got to meet you at the Arnold's, and if not, we'll see you at the next one. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment to boost the album. Please like the video if you liked it. Don't forget to watch either of those 2 bloops. And until next time, before we go, if you want to be a sponsored athlete of HGLT Supplements, you want to have a coaching plans by myself and my team, of course, click the links and apply right now. And until next time, I am out.